My name is Becky Wendland, and I will be demonstrating Adobe Spark, an online and mobile designing app that allows you to create social media graphics, short videos, posters, and lots more. Adobe Spark is easily accessible to anyone with access to a computer or a smart device. It can be used on Apple and Android devices, as well as Chromebooks in the classroom. To begin, have your student access spark.adobe.com and create a login with school account as a student. This will allow them to receive educational licenses. As they click through, they're going to enter create new account. They're going to type in their first and last name, their date of birth, and a password. From there, have your student select class assignment and continue, and you're ready to begin your project. I prefer my students to be completely creative, so I do require that even though they have all these really cool pre-made templates, that they make one of their own. So a lot of them just clicked on a template and then deleted everything on it. When the blank screen appears, go ahead and click Add, and then I start off with a photo, and this is a photo that I've downloaded directly from the internet and uploaded directly to the document. As the picture shows up, you're able to manipulate the picture by moving it around the screen, making it larger, making it smaller, turning the angles, really whatever you need. I really like to move it to the top and use it as a background image. You can pin it to your background, you can edit it, you can crop it, you can make it a little more see-through. There's tons of options. In addition to that, we can filter the picture, we can change the color, and as a background picture, I encourage students to really kind of blur it out so that it wasn't what your eye was drawn to. From there, we're going to add text by going back to that little add feature. We're going to scroll through. You are going to see that there are little yellow tabs on some of the text features. Those are premium features. Of course, we don't want our students to pay for anything. When you select one, you can either double click on it, you can go up to that little edit tab, highlight, delete, retype, whatever you need to do. From there, I'm going to go ahead and move my text around. I'm going to make it my title. You'll notice that I haven't changed the colors or anything yet. We're getting ready to play with that. We're going to start right off by making it a little more see-through, so it's kind of an illusion image versus drawing your eyes to it. You could order it, so you could send it to the back if you wanted it, or I prefer it in front, that's why it's right there. We can change the colors by making it a primary or a secondary, which means the exterior of the image or the interior of the image. And I'm actually going to go ahead and duplicate this, so it's going to say Adobe Spark underneath, but it's already going to be the same font, same style, and we're just going to layer them a little bit. Now we're going to take it one step further, and if we had a logo, we could add the logo. Now I don't, of course, so I'm just going to find an icon. We're just going to add a splash of color to our image here and search rectangle, if I can spell it correctly. So now that we found our solid rectangle, it's going to put just a basic one out there. Once again, you can grab the corners, draw, angle however you need to. You could turn it upside down, move it where you want it, make it a little bit smaller. We're going to make it just a little more see-through. We're going to change the color here. You can play around. When those three lines appear on a color, you will be able to double click on that, and you could draw it around similar to Google Slides, stuff like that. When you find a color you'd like, just set it there and click off the screen and you will be good to go. Now I'm going to add a little text on my own, so this is going to be from scratch. So we're going to type in just a hashtag because we always want to relate social media to their education. So hashtag find your creative. I'm going to click done. I don't really like the default text that it adds, so I'm going to move it where I want it. I want it to appear on that orange band. I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit. You'll notice that changes the size of it itself. And then we're going to shop for some fonts. I don't really love that one. I think I'm going to stick with this one. Now we're going to resize just a little bit and we'll be good to go. From there, I'm going to add a couple more pictures. So I'm going to go back up to that Add tab, Upload Image, and I already have examples downloaded from the internet. Or you could have the kids have them in Dropbox. If they are good at editing, they could be in Lightroom, really whatever works. Now this image, we're going to grayscale it and send it to the back. So we're going to click on Image, make sure it is see-through, and then we're going to order it just a little bit, send it to the back. And as it sets, I'm going to go back up and add another image over the top of that will attract your eye just a little bit. From there, we're just going to manipulate this image just a little bit, make it a little more see-through, move it around a little more aesthetic to it, and then it's going to be time to save or submit your poster. So you have a couple options. You can go to download, and download is PDF. This works really well if you have a learning management system. The student can print a PDF and then upload it directly for you. Another option is to go over to share and publish. This is more if you are using social media in your classroom, such as Facebook, Twitter, Google Classroom, or you would like them to submit a link. On Canvas a lot for us, we do use links, so they could just copy that and upload it directly. Also, because they've already created an account, it automatically saves it for them. You go back to My Projects, there it is, they could edit it. I personally applied this in my classroom this week, in which students were able to turn research into a presentation, followed by presenting that presentation to their class. We hit both the Bloom's chart and the SAMR chart because they were able to use something a little bit different than just traditional Google Slides, but also create, but prove to me that they knew what they were talking about. For assessment purposes, I would encourage you to have your students submit their project on your learning management system as well.